How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Xenonauts 2 just came out into early access, and if you're a fan of XCOM or the first game or games of this nature, it is a game that I highly recommend checking out. Like I said, it is early access, so everything I tell you here is subject to change. The advice and tips I offer may not work the same or be the same a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, so do keep that in mind. But one of the first things I want to mention is you got a timer, that ticks, the time of day and all this stuff. And if you're ever on the geoscape, there's no way to pause this. You can speed it up, but it keeps going. So if you don't want this to move, make sure you're in a different tab. But we're going to talk about mostly today the recruitment of your soldiers, what stats to look for, when to get rid of one and when to keep one right at the start of the game. So these tips, I guess you could say, are just going to be for the very start when you look at your initial roster of soldiers and what you have, and if you want to fire them, what the stats do, and when you go to hire soldiers or recruit them, what ones you want to look for. So right at the top you have all your stats, and if you hover over each one, it gives you a very good description of all of them. I would say the most important stats, they're all important. I mean, they all depend on what you want to do. But time units is going to be a huge one, and so is accuracy. If I could rank them, these would be the highest. HP probably 2, and obviously bravery. They're all really good. It's really hard to say what's the best. But the reason why I say time units and accuracy are the best, if I had to pick, accuracy is your obviously chance to hit, which you want that. I mean, if you've played XCOM or any game that has RNG rolls and you're kind of rolling the dice and oh, it's 65% and didn't hit. Oh, it's 99% didn't hit. Oh, I hit on 30% though. So accuracy is important. And then time units is basically how much movement or actions a unit can have during a battle, or a turn. So this is ideal. Higher the better. You can move more. You can have better overwatch. You could move and shoot instead of just move. It's got a lot of uses. Cover more ground. Get to cover. All that. And then hit points, obviously you can take some hits, but at the end of the day though, you're gonna get hit pretty hard from the aliens, and hit points aren't gonna really be the determining factor. That's gonna be your defenses, like your armor, what you're wearing, things like that. So while this does matter, it's not as important, I don't feel. And strength, obviously it's gonna be good for carrying capacity, throwing grenades. If you do have an assault rifle or an automatic weapon, it helps control recoil, so it could be good for certain classes. Then we have reflexes, which is your unit's chance to not trigger an overwatch. There are restrictions though, because if the enemy, it even says if the reaction fire is calculated on the percent of the remaining time units, the enemy will still hit you no matter what. So it's not end all be all, but it can be nice to have. And bravery is, you want that because you don't want your soldiers being scared and running off and shooting friendlies and wasting turns and spraying erratically into nothing. So it is important. But as you can see here, this is my starting lineup, my starting group, and it color codes the stats on good or bad. So obviously the lower it gets down to the 30s, it turns red. Orange is 40 area, light green is 50, green is 60, 70 is even brighter green. So, but it can be hard to see the greens if you have, color issues. So I don't know, just know the higher the better. I would shoot for at least 60 to consider a stat to be good, maybe 50 for average. But as you can see, nobody's really horrible here. This guy's really good, 71 time units, but see his accuracy is kind of middling. I would say if I had to get rid of anybody, it would be this guy right here. He would be, he'd be fireable for 2 reasons. His accuracy is in the orange, which is subpar, and then reflexes are red, which is just horrible. Not that reflexes matter so much, but accuracy being that low, you just ditch low accuracy recruits. There's just no reason to pay their upkeep and deal with them. That's another thing you got to realize. The more guys you have, the more upkeep. You can only have 9 people in the Skyhawk. You probably don't even need more than 10 or 11 at the start. They give you, I think I had 12, 13. You are paying upkeep on these people even though you're not using them, but it is good to have replacements in case people die. So the other person that I would get rid of is probably this guy. He has a lot of 40s. Look at this. 40, 40, 40, 40. great reflexes. HP's good, but all those, that's, no, bad. He's gone. Do we have one more we can get rid of? I think we're okay. 50 is the lowest accuracy, which is still pretty low, but time units, we got a 46 here, but they have a 71 strength. They have a 41 reflex, which is bad. They have 63 bravery, which is pretty good. They might be good as an assault instead of a rifleman, but we would keep them. But in the effort to make this video not too long, let's go to the recruit soldiers part. So here's all the people we can hire. Wide variety. We can actually sort from highest to lowest if we click up here what we're looking for. Best time units, best accuracy. I'm going to sort by accuracy. You do have a living capacity. You can upgrade this and add more living quarters to get more soldiers. But yeah, 24 is the cap. We're at 20. Do keep in mind this takes into fact your personnel as well. As you noticed, I don't have 20 soldiers. I have engineers and scientists as well that are taking up space. So keep that in mind. So we got this guy with 64 accuracy. He's got 41 bravery, which is pretty bad. 46 HP, which is pretty bad. Where this guy's kind of more in the middle. So you're probably worth hiring. We're going to recruit you. It is 10,000. And we'll probably get... We'll give this one a chance. Only reason is 64 accuracy. The reflexes is pretty nice. This is bad. And this is meh. But you really want accuracy early on because you're not going to have good weapons. The aliens are going to be more accurate than you. And you're going to lose guys. It's just going to happen. So if you can... Accuracy is probably going to be the biggest weakness early on. And you're going to be very angry and you're going to be missing a lot. So definitely over 50 minimum. Never get an orange and definitely never get a red. I would say over 50. And then, you know, you just put them on your... You put them on your Skyhawk, so you would click them like this, and we would just put them in there, boom. And then we have a backup. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, they got a transit, I'm sorry. So we're just assigning this person, that's fine. 50 accuracy. Let's take you out. You do gotta wait to get your people in. You gotta wait some time, but... So hopefully this video kind of went over what you want to look for when you recruit people. I know it's not the most in-depth, and like I said, this is early access, so a lot of the stuff I'm saying could become irrelevant, could become wrong. So do, you know, keep that in mind. But if you are new to the game and you're just playing it in the first weeks here, months, all this should still be relevant, I hope. But, you know, look forward to more videos to come. If you got any questions about Xenonauts 2, please drop them below in the comments, and I'll try my best to help you out. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, later guys. Peace out. Have a good one.